Well, good morning, everyone. So, I'm out here at my 440, uh, trying to figure out this coolant situation. Put an inline filter in it now. Guys have suggested putting it inside in here, and it's not going to fit. There just isn't enough room. Lines are going to kink. So, my next best solution was to put a 5-gallon bucket down below this. The whole system only holds 5 gallons now anyway, so if that were to break, it would hopefully contain most of it in there. I'm liable to get some of it out here on the floor. Originally, I had that tank sitting in here, and what I'm trying to do, I have it all strained out now, cleaned really well. Got nothing in there. What I've got to do is I had this return line right here feeding through that hole right there. Well, there's no way to actually pre-filter this return stuff that way. And although I've got that main filter on it, and I've got a 2 micron cartridge in it right now, I'm going to go to a 20 micron cartridge. That's the largest particle cartridge I can find for this one. It was suggested by somebody on the page to move up to a little coarser one, and I think you're probably right. It'll keep it from plugging so often. Although I think that if I can come up with a way to pre-filter that when it returns into here, that's going to help all of that situation. There's a cutout here. I'm not really sure what it was for. But what I'm thinking is to take that cutout out, build a basket that just sits down inside of it, that will then put this inside that basket. And that basket will pre-filter as much as I can out. I'm trying to get this tucked back up there so it doesn't fall down. Yeah, I'll put it there. My thoughts are that that basket will pre-filter, and it'll be fairly large, and the basket will be formed so it fits down inside there, and then it'll lip around so it kind of holds on that. And I'll have to come up with a way to hold this so it doesn't move around and suddenly end up putting return stuff all over the floor. But that's what I'm going to try and do for right now. These 440s are just smaller, and the coolant system is built differently. I think the 770s and the 1100s have a much larger tank and a capture tray of some kind in them. I don't know for sure, but I think that's what's going on. But that's what I'm going to attempt today. The gauges are in, so I'll be putting gauges on either side of this. And we'll move this outside here and see what I can come up with. So, yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are. That coolant's all been filtered and strained. Somebody mentioned using landscape cloth, and I had some around. And when I was filtering stuff out of this tank into here to try and get rid of all of the junk in it, the landscape stuff just was not letting it go through, and I ended up taking a t-shirt, putting it over and clamping it down, and it ran right through that t-shirt and I don't seem to have any particles left in there, so that t-shirt thing would work, but it's going to be awful hard to make a t-shirt that's going to fit down in there and stay formed correctly So I'm gonna go to the hardware store and see what I can come up with, some kind of fine mesh. So anyway, let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd like to try and get this going back today. I've got some more molds to cut, and I really didn't run into this problem until I started using the ball end mills and doing the molds and, you know, doing this stuff here. So that puts out an awful lot of fine particles. All right, thanks guys.